Senator Ricketts.
Well, again, congratulations to all of our nominees and your willingness to serve our great nation and your families who also serve alongside you as you serve our nation. So thank you to them as well. Across the world, I'm going to pick up a theme here from Senator Shaheen. Across the world, anti-Semitic violence is surging at levels that we have not seen in decades. The Combat Anti-Semitism movement recorded 13,339 anti-Semitic incidents worldwide between October 7th, 2023 and October 1st, 2025. Synagogues have been vandalized in Berlin, Warsaw, and Rouen. In Manchester, worshipers were murdered while observing Yom Kippur. 2 Israeli embassy staffers were killed here in Washington, D.C. in May. And Jewish students have been physically attacked across college campuses for expressing their support for Israel. This is a global crisis. We cannot tolerate anti-Semitism. President Trump's vision for the Middle East is one of historic progress, a vision rooted in peace, stability, and the inclusion of the Jewish state as a legitimate and permanent partner in the region. We don't combat and stamp out anti-Semitism, I fear, for this vision. Mayor Ghalib, in 2023, you refused to condemn a local candidate who compared Israel's actions to the Holocaust. Do you believe it's appropriate to equate Israel, a democratic ally, defending itself from terrorism with the Nazi regime that systematically murdered 6 million Jews?
Thank you, Senator, for that important question. And I actually wanted to clarify that point for Senator Shaheen, if you like to hear that. That person is a volunteer in the Planning Commission. I did not. He's not an official employee with the city. He's been volunteering for years, even with the prior administration. And I clearly said to the media that I condemned what he said, and I don't agree with him. But it's a volunteer position that they meet once a month. And I, as a mayor, my position is an honorary position because it's a city manager system. Everything I do is subject to approval by the city council. I don't have the absolute power to fire or hire without the approval of the city council. But I clearly told the news that I don't agree with what he said, and I totally condemn that.
Another threat that we're facing is Communist China. Mr. Christensen, Bangladesh's military-to-military cooperation with Communist China is growing. Communist China recently refurbished a strategic Bangladeshi submarine base to accommodate both warships and submarines. And just this month, Bangladesh's interim government has reportedly approved a plan to acquire up to 20 Chinese-made J-10 fighter jets. They will also acquire new surface-to-air missiles and long-range radars. If finalized, this sale would lock Dhaka into decades-long financial and strategic relationship with the Chinese defense industry. If you're confirmed, how would you engage with Bangladesh's military and political leadership to discourage further reliance on Chinese platforms to promote greater transparency in their defense and procurement process?
Thank you, Senator, for that important question. I share your concern about Chinese influence across South Asia, and if confirmed, I would engage with the Bangladeshi government and the military to clearly articulate the risks from Chinese activity, involvement with their military, activities in their maritime domain and in their critical infrastructure, as well as highlight the opportunities and benefits that come with a closer partnership with the United States, especially a closer partnership between our militaries.
This hearing here comes as the Senate Foreign Relations Committee has just advanced the Think Twice Act yesterday by voice vote. This is bipartisan legislation that requires a comprehensive strategy to dissuade countries like Bangladesh from purchasing Chinese weapons. It is critical that we get this bill across the finish line so we can combat Beijing's growing influence through arms sales. And so, Mr. Christensen, I hope that we can provide you that as one of the tools when you're working with the Bangladeshi government. What are other things that we can do? What are all terms we have to the Chinese defense sales in South Asia that you would employ as ambassador?
Thank you, Senator, for that important question. One of the things that we can do through our U.S. military groups is also highlight some of the allied systems that might be more affordable for a country like Bangladesh that may not be able to afford the premier U.S. military systems, as well as encourage their interoperability with other platforms as we conduct additional exercises with them.
Great. Thank you very much, Mr. Christensen. I also might note that you mentioned Omaha in your opening statement, along with Dhaka. And that you previously had been at the United States Strategic Command, so I hope you enjoyed your stay in my home state while you were there.
We loved it, Senator.
Great, thank you.